Hi, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if it's your first time. Hopefully it's not your first time though, because I'm continuing this to solve a problem. Full disclosure, on a prior video I had done a installation on the electric choke on this carburetor. Well, I took it out and got it tuned and everything, but the linkage is sticking. So if I try to drive it, it stays at like 3,000 RPM, which is way too fast. So today, what we're going to do, hopefully I don't get run over with the camera on me. Okay, so today what we need to do is remove the carburetor and find out why this linkage is sticking. Because like right there, I just did it and it's stuck at half throttle. I can get it to click back down, but of course you can't do that while you're driving, so a little dangerous. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off camera, because I'm sure you've seen it many times. Nothing exciting there. Okay, I got the carburetor off. And I think I see what the problem is. Let me turn the camera around. I did some disassembly. As you can see, the choke is off. And I don't know if the camera will pick it up or not. See that shiny spot? Yeah, that's from this piece of linkage hitting it. And I'm not sure why. One of the things I'm going to do, because if you remember from the last video, this was a part that was left on, and I thought it was the same as what I was reinstalling, so I just left it alone. So maybe not, and I have to put the camera down to reassemble the new pieces. This is what came in the kit. And we're going to go ahead and put that on and see if it clears. Okay, I think I have success, and I'm going to turn the camera around and hopefully give you an idea of what I did. I'll be honest, there's a lot of things I like about Holley's. Their choke setup is not the best. Actually, it's the fast idle setup. Anyway, if I can show you in there, probably not very easily, but the screw is now clearing the housing, and I think what it was just a newer style, and it was designed for this housing. I eyeballed the old one, thought it would work. Don't do what I did. Just fix it. Just put the new parts on. Okay, and the other thing that will be a real pain, I don't know if you can see, there's a circlip there. That's probably the hardest thing to get in, but you need it to retain the linkage for the fast idle. This is the weight, combination weight and step adjustment for the various stages of the fast idle. Right now it's on its highest, and then as the car warms up, the weight brings it down and opens up. So you see, you need to have that linkage in place and not have it pop out. Now the next hardest thing, and I don't know if you can see, there it is. That's a screw head. That's a screw head that I will tell you right now was 1/4 inch. And that's what you need to adjust the idle on the fast idle. And right now I've just done a guess. I've put it above the base idle, and we'll see what happens once the car's fully warmed up. Now what I'm going to be using to adjust mine once it's on the vehicle You can see these here. What I'm going to be using to adjust them are 1/4 inch. These are out of my ignition wrench kit. If you remember back in the days of points, we had an ignition wrench. But have these ready, and it is not going to be fun once it's on the engine. I can guarantee that. I really wish Holley had a better setup, but quite honestly, most of their money is probably going towards fuel injection right now, so I doubt that they're going to update it. Anyway, let's get it back on the car and see what happens. Okay, as you can hear, the fast idle is not kicked on, or if it is, it's barely on, and it's about ready to die. Holley recommends, well, not my recommendation, you have to have the engine shut off when you're adjusting it, and hopefully I can show what gyrations you have to go through to do that. But as of right now, we're going to go ahead and shut it off and bump that idle up a little bit. Okay, and as you can see, it's back on the car and running. Boy, my glasses look stupid. Anyway, that was a hassle. What I ended up doing was actually taking the carburetor off of the intake manifold and doing a rough adjustment. Did that a couple of times and finally got it right. Holley does not give you any idea of what you need for a rough adjustment for initial. Really wish they would. One of the thoughts that I had, that I thought of after I got everything adjusted, was get the carburetor warmed up, adjust it to what you want on the fast idle with the curb idle screw, and then take the carburetor off, do the adjustment to where it's just touching on the fast idle screw. I thought of that right as I was doing the last adjustment, and I went ahead and bolted the carburetor on, and I've got 1400 RPM with it on the biggest step with it fully warmed up, and for right now that's going to work just fine for me. Maybe in the winter time it won't, but I don't plan on driving this in the winter time, so your results may vary. Anyway, I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead for once, and hope this helps you out, and you don't repeat the same mistakes that I did. I think it would have helped my stress level to not do that, but at any rate, I really wish Holley had a better design, but it's what we have, so try to find some workarounds for it. If you could please tell anyone you can, any way that you can. Drums, smoke signals, telegraph, that newfangled texting. Even speak to someone face to face. Please, I'm trying to get this channel going, and it would really help us out. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.